Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
뻥치시네. 사진 있는데?
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
얘 되게 웃기는 애다.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
원래부터 거기 있다니. 응?
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
아, 얘 무조건 범인
Thank you,
몰아야겠다.
Mr. Hamish. We shall
말하는
continue
게
our
많아요.
investigation.
얘 무조건 범인 몰아야겠다. 아, 말하는 게 영. 어우, 꼴보기 싫어.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
너의 꿈이 아닐 텐데. 잠깐만. 장래희망은
And yet,
해군이잖아.
I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
일단 신문에서 1889년 이거죠. 논란의 대상이 된 신성연구회 칼리톤대로 그로브너 48가에 위치한 신성연구회는 위대한 존재 트리완을 숭배하며 나무를 비롯한 식물의 수호자를 자처하는 집단이다. 최근에는 행정조사를 받는 중이다. 사법부에서 행정조사를 명한 이유는 수뇌부의 탈세 혐의로 인한 것으로 추정됩니다. 정치적으로 서로 맞섰던 권력가들이 신성연구회에 가입되어 있는 터라 사법부의 조치에 무리가 있음을 주장하는 목소리가 커져가고 있습니다.
Here it is. And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
아, 신성연구회도 한번 찾아가야 돼요. 신인 신부원장과 해머씨의 분노가 있겠죠. 넌 아심. 갈기면 되겠지. 자, 몬테게는 중독되었고요. 이건 확실한 사실이죠. 해미씨의 동기 마틴 해미씨는 몬테규 던이 자신과 아버지의 삶을 망치고 공로를 가로채갔다고 생각합니다. 그래서 죽이기로 마음먹었을 수도 있고, 알버트는 아들의 그 해군의 꿈을 망쳐놨죠. 그래서 죽이고 싶었고, 도둑과 살해범은 큐 왕립 신문에서 개최된 전시회 당시에 희귀 신물을 훔쳐간 도둑입니다. 화이트의 상황. 화이트는 몬테규한테 대출받고 있었죠. 그리고 불화가 일어났죠. 아직까지는 증거가 더 필요합니다.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens. Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
토비 킁킁 킁킁. 분명히 말씀드리지만 지금 이 속도는 지금 토비가 뛰고 있는 속도입니다. 외곽을 삥 돌아서 어디로 가는 걸까요? 열심히 파고 있죠.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
숨겨진 유리병.
This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes, a tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
신성연구회로 가보겠습니다.
If I go there, Toby will wait for me in the cab.
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
저기 세천년 건강체조 하시네요 여기. 문짝은 돌이인데 구루상.
Good day to you, sir. My name is
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance, do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself, I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
We visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
It was merely an observation.
인물 묘사. 문신. 손끝에 굳은 살. 상처. 화상. 과학적 소양. 준비됐습니다.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
트리와.
Our God King's name is Triwan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
야, 이거 그 코미디 빅리그에 나오는 그거 징 아닙니까? 징 그거. 그리하여 비룡의 여행이 시작되는데. 화분 조각.
A fragment of a flower pot.
쿵딱.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
덮개. 화분이 있네요. 밑에는
The Kew Gardens symbol.
안에 또 사람이 있어요. 야, 여기 또 제 이거 후원자의 이제 함버리님의 이름이 여기 뭐 보시죠 여기 미스 Sir 함브로이. 예, 함버리님께서도 이제 저희 후원자 목록에 올라가셨습니다. 축하드립니다.
The list of plant friends and benefactors, lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders.
저기 또 문이 따로 있고요. 탁자.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
먹습니다.
It is rather delicious and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
네, 맛있다고 코카인을 먹었죠.
These three plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
자, 훔쳐갑니다. 자, 식물 절도. 애벌레?
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them. This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
뒤에 사람 있는데 문 따? 뭐 일단 문 따봅시다. 따.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
아피언. 아편을 만드는 곳이네요. 보니까.
A vast amount of opium.
예. 아편 만드는 곳이었다.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments. This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens. Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
뻥치시네. 인장이 있는데?
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
예, 금세 태극을 배운 거 봐.
This green grand mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes.
Let us
액체를
determine
조사합시다.
just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
피펫을 꺼내서 액체를 뺍니다. 여기를 붓고요.
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
되게 담담하게 먹는다. 아까 코카인도 그냥 먹고 이것도 그냥 먹고 손에 닿는 건 다 먹네요.
Let us determine just what we have found here.
뭐지?
Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you.
피펫에 넣어드리면 빨개졌죠?
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
중독성과 수성적인 성분, 신성연구에서 도둑과 사라진 도둑 만듦 맺을 신분. 실험을 진행하라. 연구실에서 발견한 식물성 연기와 애벌레를 이용하여 맹독 식물에 관한 실험을 진행하세요.
According to the deadly plants information, in order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely. This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
맹독 식물을 실험합시다.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask. A prickly plant. A carnivorous plant.
식충과 가시와
This is a strange and unusual plant.
얘는 뭔지도 모르겠죠. 똑. 잡혀요.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
얘도 잡혀요.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
얘는 오히려 애벌레를 먹입시다.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism. I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
뭔가 내뿜었는데?
I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
아, 얘가 가시를 쏘니까 그래서 이게 가져가기가 있는 거구나. 그다음에 여기를 넣으면 타타타타타타 빠.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary. The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.